these stupid strike plates are not adjusted right. So I've got to adjust all those things.
So tell me what you're gonna do in here, garage-wise.
Yeah, so for this wall here, because
Did they leave this metal exposed, like?
the beams, yeah.
Cool.
And the sprinkler lines, you can see those are kind of they're a pain in the ass. Because what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna put a 4-post lift that's double wide.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So all
Bend pack.
Bend pack, yeah. And so all 4 of these cars can be double stacked right here. Okay.
How wide's a double stack?
I have to look at the dimensions, but it comes out, I measured it all out. It comes out to about here. And then the problem with that is you need to swing this car in, right?
Well, why don't you just center it?
No, because the trailer is going to be here.
Oh.
So the trailer is going to be in this slot here, and it's closer to the door entrance there, so it's easier to get in. And so it's going to be up along this wall here, and it goes out to about here, where it terminates.
Oh.
And then there'll be cabinets from here all the way to that wall, those lockers, that are like 18 inches deep. And then as they go down the wall here, they're going to be like 18 inches deep. And then right here, they're going to flare out. It's going to get wider. And then there'll be like a utility sink here with power washers and deionizers and all that crap. And they'll go all the way up to that beam. So I'll have to get on a ladder to get up into the top.
Are they going to build around that sprinkler?
Yeah. So what he's going to do is he's going to go like 18 inches deep here. And then he's going to go like 14 inches deep here. So it'll be the back of it will be right up along here. And you'll still have access to that valve through the locker.
So they leave you a little cutout to be able to put a bathroom if you want.
That's just for utilities, for drains and stuff. So I want to keep all this floor open. And I was going to put the bathroom up there at the top of the stairs.
You're going to spend some money.
Yeah, finishing it out. Yeah.
So what's this cost? Just this.
$400,000
for nothing.
Yeah, for shell.
And Mariella's okay with this.
Yeah.
Have you talked to her?
Yeah,
she knows?
She's aware. Yeah.
She's probably not aware of the details.
Yeah, she's aware.
I have a simulator coming today, that simulator. And I told Dana, I said, okay, well, you'll need to meet them. And she says, who? And I said, well, they have like a team that have flown in from like Ohio or something like that. And she says, how much is this thing? And I just said, how much is what? And then we moved off of it. She forgot.
Moved on to a new topic.
I needed to know specifically, like just the delivery or the entire machine. Like we needed
the people flying out here, or?
Yeah. So do you kind of want to move your stairs?
Yeah, so the stairs, that's what I was getting to a minute
swing
ago.
That thing in there.
Yeah, so to swing the car into the lift,
this doesn't look like they made these stairs intentional to stay.
No, construction stairs. Yeah, they're going to get ripped out.
So why would they do this then?
Because code. They have to be the code. So they'll tear all that stuff out. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put like an 8-foot catwalk here
to get this thing out.
And then drop it down. And so these stairs, or the stairs that will replace them, will terminate like around here. And it'll be like a monostringer.
So you can walk in and either go upstairs
or pivot this way.
Left.
Yeah.
How come you don't put all the cabinets and crap upstairs? You don't want all that upstairs?
I haven't got to that yet.
Okay, well, what's upstairs?
Well, hold on. So then here in the middle, I'm going to have a recessed lift that goes into the floor.
So you're cutting the concrete?
Cutting into the concrete, yeah. So right in the middle here.
So Mariella knows about all of this.
Yeah. So you can drive over the top of this thing.
She knows. We need to verify.
Yeah, so you can drive over the top of it.
And then what's going to be on that lift?
Well, that's the working lift, right? Because it's one of the in-floor scissor lifts.
Is that bend pack too, or what lift are you getting?
Bend pack, yeah. They talked to me about like a German lift, and I talked to my lift guy, and he was like, "Oh, those things break all the time." He said he has an Audi company or an Audi dealership that has them.
What breaks all the time? Which one?
I think it was called Nussenbaum. It's like a German lift company.
And so you're steering away from that.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna get that. I'm gonna get just the bend pack. He said it's impossible to get parts for him as well.
I just had this guy sand and polish my concrete. It looks good. I went to only 400 grit because 800 I felt like was going to maybe be too slippery. Granted, I have a different application than you do, but inexpensive. A couple bucks a square foot to polish it.
Polish it out. Yeah, the ones that we have at work, when they when they cut it down, they cut through the aggregate in it.
Oh.
So then you can see the stones in the concrete, which makes more color.
What railing are you going to keep all of this wood exposed, right?
I'm still debating that. But yeah, it'll be a monostringer staircase with those floating stairs.
Oh, yeah.
And then it'll have a railing that's black with black cables or rods.
Yeah.
And then it'll turn and go across the whole. Yeah.
Do you have to pull permits and stuff?
Oh yeah, that's the hardest part. Yeah, so that's what they're working on now, is getting the whole layout.
They won't just deliver this thing to you. You can't.
Oh, they got to do it. They say it's the hardest part, is getting the permits for this thing. So what he was thinking about doing is, if you look back this way, see the air conditioner up there?
Yeah.
He's going to take that and he's going to turn it and stuff it up behind those power cables up there in the corner of the ceiling. Okay. And then he's going to run ducting, and then put a false ceiling above the mezzanine. And it can either come all the way down, which I don't think it's going to come all the way down because of all this crap you have to get around. But it's probably going to terminate up into the ceiling, and then we're going to just shoot the ceiling black wherever we don't do that. So all of that stuff will be covered, and then the rest of it will be terminated out.
Do you have like an awning up there?
There's a balcony.
That's kind of cool.
So it's 15 deep and 30 wide.
Yeah, this is nice to have this.
Yeah. Is it open
I don't know
now?
what you would do with it, but
They did like 19 closings the week before I did mine. So there's at least 20 people that have closed. I've talked to a couple of the guys down here that have already started trying to do something with it.
you gonna do like a little slide down this?
Yeah. These are supposed to be like to spec. I wouldn't lean on it though.
How often do you think you'll come over here?
Quite a bit, because I'm only like 10 minutes away from here.
You gonna bring your driving simulator over?
No.
Really?
No.
Why? You don't have room?
Because I have more. I want access to that, and I don't want people screwing with it.
So what's up here?
So the bathroom will be here, right, over on this side with the door here, and it'll turn here, and then this will be like the kind of a cabinets going all the way down this wall, and they're like triple stacked, so they'll go up like 10 feet with LED lights and stuff.
What is going to go in those cabinets?
All the storage stuff that I can't fit down there. I want to have lots of storage. And then appliance-wise, I was going to put like one of the industrial ice makers, a couple under-counter refrigerators, one of those like speed ovens.
Computer, TV, nothing up here?
There's a TV up on this wall, and there's a TV down on that wall.
Okay. What about like a little podcast studio?
Up here, maybe.
Here?
Yeah. up in this area.
With cameras?
Yeah.
Why not?
But this whole space, I mean, I've planned out the cabinets and stuff and the appliances, but I haven't planned out the seating and all of that kind of stuff.
How many square feet is this? 1,500?
45 deep by 30 wide. So that's, what is that?
1,350.
Like plus 30 by 15. 1,700.
1,800.
Yeah.
No, it's like 1,800 feet. $333 a square foot.
Which is like a house.
Which is like a house.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's crazy. We're in the wrong business. We need to be building these things.
And they appreciate. They're already
worth more.
Worth more, yeah. And the ones in Dallas that have been built for a few years and they're all finished out and the community's done, they're going for over $1 million a pop. Yeah. And they're building 2 at COTA, right?
Yeah.
One in COTA and one across the street from COTA.
What do you think of those? How come you didn't look over there?
Number one, you're in the middle of nowhere.
Oh, and it's too far away from your house.
When there's an event, it's great. When there's not an event, it's horrific. There's nothing around there to eat. There's nothing to do. There's no reason to sit out there. And if you need a mechanic, you got to put your car in a trailer and drag it 30 miles away from there to get to a mechanic.
You don't think someone's going to set up shop out there?
Oh, I don't know. I don't think you run a business out of it. And then the one across the street, you still have to get your car in a trailer and drag it across because you can't drive it on the street to bring it in there. So the only one you can actually get to the track from is the COTA one.
Huh.
And those are twice as much per square foot as these, the COTA ones.
Really?
The ones across the street are probably comparable to these, but the ones on COTA property are twice as expensive.
But in theory, those ones you can exit and be on the track.
Yeah, you don't have to drag your car. So that would be nice. But the ground out there is shit.
Right.
So I'm sure the foundations are going to crack on all the buildings, depending on how they build it. Yeah.
So when do you think you'll be done with this?
He tells me I'll be in it December. Worst case, January, because they have to pull permits, and then they can start construction. He doesn't think it'll take more than a couple months to knock this thing out.
Who are you using?
It's a custom home builder here in the area, so he knows what he's doing. They look really good, so I'm going to try to document the whole thing as we go through the whole process.
I wonder if first thing is you have internet in here or no?
The cable is here, but I haven't like hooked it up yet.
I almost wonder if first thing you get 2 cameras up.
Yeah, that's a good point, because I can
you
get
those
that.
things just wired up, and then you can move them wherever you want.
Yeah,
but just
because I can get a couple of the high-res Nest ones.
yeah,
I was gonna get 3 of them anyway, so I could probably get 3 of them.
because then it would almost be, and then you could do like a timeline on it.
Yeah,
right?
yeah, that's a real good idea. Because I wanted to get the internet and get the cameras in here just because I have cars and stuff in here now, but yeah, for construction that would be ideal.
So this is where this would be way easier to put your plumbing here and your bathroom here.
Yeah, it would. And a lot of people put it underneath the stairs because underneath the stairs is a dead space anyway.
So you're not allowed to legally do that. But if you did that and cut it over, that would suck. You have to cut that.
Yeah, what's going to happen? They're going to have to run it into the wall and then run it across.
And it's not your trailer. You couldn't just put it here, your bathroom here,
No,
because your trailer
it would stick out. I want the trailer to be stuck back in the corner where it's out of the way, because I want to maximize the floor space. I want the floor, as much of this floor as I can get. So I don't want to cover it up with a bathroom or a closet or any of that kind of stuff.
Yeah, you want to get it upstairs. Leave all this exposed. I like it.
Finish the bottom off, but that pipe is obviously a sprinkler system, so it has to stay. So
Or just leave this unfinished. I think it looks cool.
no, because we're going to put can lights in it and stuff.
Oh.
And if you think about the car, it's going to have to lift up, and the top of the roof can't line up with that.
Pipe.
It needs to be forward a little bit. And then I was going to put tire stacks back here.
Oh.
So I have 3 feet of dead space here where I can roll tire stacks, and then put the compressor on a stand over here. So that was kind of the idea. And then a reel here with air, so I can go forward with air. And I wanted to do a lot of those, like the pictures we saw at the Porsche centers, where they had the silicon edge graphics.
Yes.
With the
those
LED.
up. I'm going to put those in the junkyard too.
Yeah, those are really cool. So I was going to do a bunch of those in here. I'm going to probably keep it at like 85 or something for the cars, and then cool it down when I come in. But being able to work in an air-conditioned environment, it's just so much better. I'm like so tired of sweating to death in my garage trying to work on a car in the middle of the summer. And you can't clean them or anything. Flooring up there. So I looked at the LVP.
Yes.
And that looks really good.
Yeah, I can get you that.
So that, and I found a company that everyone said was the best one.
Who?
Mannington. So they all said that stuff was by far the best, and they were showing like the tabs that lock these things together. They were showing some of the cheaper ones, and they would just like, they could take their fingers and just snap the tabs off.
September, October, November, December. You think 4 months? It shouldn't take that long. I mean,
It's a
really
permit.
just your mortars, huh?
There's a month worth of design. Then they take like a month and a half, almost 2 months for the permits.
Yeah.
And then he said it'd take about 2 months to finish it out.